I am Premanand Daske, roll number 42. The topic of my seminar is maintenance of wife under Muslim law and under CRPC. Maintenance is the provision of financial support for a person's living expenses to ensure a reasonable standard of living. Under personal law, the object of maintenance is to prevent destitution and save divorced women who have no means of sustenance. If you look at the Muslim law considers a woman to be dependent on her husband for her support and maintenance. Hence, in Muslim law, the wife has an absolute right to be maintained, and correspondingly, the husband has an obligation to maintain her, regardless of the fact whether she is able to sustain herself or not. Wife's right to maintenance is actually considered as a debt against the husband. But that is so only if the wife remains faithful to her husband and obeys all his reasonable orders. So let us look at maintenance under Muslim law. So the husband is under an obligation to maintain his wife in a couple of circumstances under Muslim law. Under traditional Muslim law, the husband is supposed to maintain the wife on account of status arising out of a valid marriage, and also on account of the marriage agreement. Okay, so the Holy Quran has a provision that a husband is bound to maintain his wife irrespective of her being a Muslim or non-Muslim. A Muslim husband is bound to maintain his wife of a valid marriage and not the wife of a void or irregular marriage. Under the Muslim law, a wife can claim maintenance even if she disobeys her husband under certain circumstances. We said that in normal circumstances she can claim maintenance only if she lives with the husband and obeys his orders. But under certain circumstances she can claim maintenance even if she disobeys the husband. That is possible if the husband keeps a concubine, if the husband is guilty of committing cruelty towards her, or if the marriage cannot be consummated owing to his issues, owing to his illness or absence from her without her permission, or things like that. So these are some of the circumstances under which the wife can claim maintenance even if she disobeys her husband. And what is the quantum of maintenance? The Muslim law does not prescribe, the Muslim personal law does not prescribe the quantum of maintenance. It is decided as per the discretion of court, mainly depending upon the financial condition of the husband and wife. Okay, and the Muslim marriage, as we know, is a contract. So under that contract, a wife may stipulate that in case the husband ill-treats her, or takes a second wife, or keeps a concubine, she will be entitled to live separately, and she will be entitled to live separately and claim maintenance against her. There can be an agreement with the first wife at the time of second marriage of the husband, stipulating that if she would not be able to live amicably with the second wife, she would be entitled to live separately from him and claim maintenance. So these are the circumstances under the marriage contract. Apart from this, the wife is also entitled to a special allowance known as guzara. There is a case law connected with this. This is a 1929 law from the Lahore High Court, in which the court, in a case between Ali Akhtar and Fatima, held that the wife is entitled to the allowance irrespective of the fact that she refuses to stay with her husband. So that is a landmark case in the Muslim law. And moving on to the maintenance under the Criminal Procedure Code, Section 125 of the code actually is a measure of social justice that is enshrined in Article 15.3 along with Article 39. So this is available to all neglected wives or discarded or divorced wives belonging to any religion or any community. So if we compare these two laws, under Muslim law, a woman is entitled to maintenance only during her iddat period. However, under Section 125 of the CRPC, a woman including a Muslim woman, that is how it states, a woman including a Muslim woman can claim maintenance even after the expiry of iddat period. So we have the famous Shabano versus Muhammad Ahmad Khan case of 1985 in the Supreme Court, in which it was held that the provision for maintenance is secular in character and is applicable to all religions. And in Bai Tahira versus Ali Hussain case, the Supreme Court in 1979 held that a Muslim woman who is married under Muslim personal laws is entitled to claim maintenance from her husband after the expiry of iddat period, even after receiving the dowry money. So that was the case. In Clause B of Section 125, there is no specific mention of limitation so as to justify the exclusion of Muslim women from the CRPC, so from the ambit of CRPC. So it was held in the Shabano case that it is applicable to Muslim women. So that is the that concludes the discussion.